Hello and welcome to Community Conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media, and with me on screen is a young lady who has raised a fair amount of money for a local organization. She's Sydney Ruthazer, and she's a sophomore at Mamaroneck High School, and her club is called Design Gives Back. Welcome, Sydney.
Thank you.
Tell me about Design Gives Back and the fundraiser that you just had to support the Community Counseling Center.
Okay, so Design Gives Back is an MHS club that we typically use the members' creativity to give back to the community. So our recent event was a thrift shop. So we did this because it'll be good for to recycle clothing because there's a lot of fast fashion these days.
Mhm.
And then it also gives an opportunity to people who can't afford name brands to afford these things because everything was 80% off the retail price.
Wow.
Yeah, and then all profits go to the Larchmont Mamaroneck Community Counseling Center to support mental health.
Why did you choose the Community Counseling Center?
Because the pandemic had a big effect on a lot of family members and friends' mental health that I know,
Hmm.
and I wanted to help them, so I thought this was the best way to go and do that.
And the Community Counseling Center is reopening the evening that we videotaped this conversation. And so in part, due to your nice efforts, you managed to raise $500, I heard.
Yes.
That's great. Tell me about how you came to found this club. I mean, it's 2 years old, right? You founded in 2020.
Yes.
That was during a pandemic year for you students and for
Mhm.
everybody else. But how did you pull this together? What inspired you to do that?
So I want to create a club that I could use my passion, which is fashion, and also raise money for, I mean, anything really, but right now, mental health, because that's what I was inspired by. And then, I don't know, I really just wanted to use my creativity to give back.
Yeah.
So, hence the name.
How many people are in the club now?
So we have a lot of people signed up. Um, it's usually who comes to the meeting. Typically, it's around 5 people.
Yeah.
Um, but it ranges.
And I saw the club hub on the high school, the Mamaroneck High School's website. There are over 120 clubs at the high school. Yours stands out as so different from most of them, especially in the service area. Um, I heard your passion is fashion and design.
Mhm.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Where
So
where does that come from?
yeah. So actually, when I was in third grade, my mom was just signed me up for a class.
Yeah.
It was the Fashion Art Studio. It's in Portchester.
Oh,
She signed me up for an illustration class
yeah.
to learn how to draw croquis, and it was in the library. So I went there and I just was like, okay, I really like this. So I signed up for the actual class,
Mhm.
and I originally just started doing mood boards and drawings, and then I advanced to draping and pattern making. So I've made a lot of my clothes. I've made my bat mitzvah dress, a few more dresses, a trench coat,
Wow.
jackets. Yeah, so I really like doing that. And then I also used my sewing to make masks for during the pandemic.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah.
Do all the members of the club, are they equally interested in design and fashion?
Um, Not necessarily,
Mhm.
but they do. like thrifting. I know a lot of them like that. That's a reason why we came up with this. But even if they don't like it, they still like to have this to do to raise money.
I also read that one of the things that you want to have as a goal of the club is to make a difference, is to make some change. Can you
Mhm.
talk about that a little bit? Like what kind of difference do you want to make?
Yeah, so I know that during this pandemic, it's been very hard for people because you've been staying inside, and it's like there's a lot less socializing, especially for teenagers,
Mhm.
and it could get heavy. But that's one of the reasons why I chose to support mental health, because I feel that if I raise money to help that cause, then it could really help at like even if I help 5 people, that's like really changing their lives.
Are you thinking of doing a career in fashion and design?
Yeah, yeah. So I do want to go into the fashion industry when I'm older.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I'm still figuring that out.
Yeah. Have you talked to any of the local store owners in Mamaroneck or Larchmont where they sell fashion to see if there's something that you could do with them as a project?
No, I haven't. That's a good idea. I'll look into that.
Yeah, I think there might be some interest in that. And you have any plans for the club? Well, the year is almost over at the high school. So I imagine your next activity would be in the fall.
Yeah, so actually I might with a few of my friends try to bring it to the farmers market over the summer. Like
Okay.
the thrift shops into the farmers market.
Yeah.
That's an idea right now, but hopefully we are going to continuously do more thrift shops through the years, and then once I go to college, hopefully I'll have an underclassman take it over and continue.
That's great to have your work continue on. So
Yeah.
you can groom someone to be as enthusiastic as and as organized as you. Um, if people want to support Design Gives Back, whether they have an idea for a project or they want to donate something or money, perhaps, how do they get in touch? How best should they do that?
You could DM me on Instagram.
Mhm. And you'll get back to them if need be, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sydney, for spending a few minutes with us on a community conversation. I really admire the work that you're doing, and
Thank you.
good luck with it. And we hope to see you again soon. Talk about your
Yes,
next
me
project.
too.